Now, so you have the basal fertilizer already. I teach you the foliar fertilizer already. Now, how to apply everything. So we'll go right now.
How to apply.
What I'm going to do is the application that I'm going to teach you is to the rice. Okay, who among you here had experienced planting rice?
Sila, sir. Oh. May rice yan sila.
Meron kayong rice farm? Nag-practice ka doon?
Kana lang pag-umad-umad sa sir.
Kayo?
Nakasway ko na, sir.
Okay. In entire nations, the Philippines, we have two ways of planting the seeds, right? One is called the direct seeding. We call it the sabog tanim.
Yes.
The other one, we call it the dapog, where you do the seedling first. After you do the seedling, you get the seedling and you transplant it into the rice field. Now, in these two systems, I'm going to show you average requirement of your seeds. Okay? In the direct seeding or sabog tanim, you need 100 kilos per hectare. Okay?
Sabog ka ng anak, sir.
Yeah, direct seeding.
Direct seeding.
Yeah. Now, for transplanting, if you are doing hybrid rice, yeah. If you are doing hybrid rice, is from 15 kilos to 20 kilos. Average, let's say 20 kilos.
Hybrid.
For inbreed rice,
20 kilos rin ay, sir?
Oh.
1 hectare?
Oh.
for inbreed rice is around 40 kilos. For inbreed rice is around 40 kilos. Okay. Now, I'm going to teach you SRI. Have you heard of it? SRI? Cow. Narinig mo yung SRI? SRI means System Rice Intensification. SRI means System Rice Intensification. This system comes from Madagascar. So, did you hear the country of Madagascar?
Yes,
From where?
from the movie.
From the
movie.
from the movie.
Yes.
Yung madalas.
So, it's a very, very small country. Okay? But they are well known for SRI, System Rice Intensification. Okay? Now, in the System Rice Intensification is also transplanting. So, you do the seedling. So, when the seedling reaches its age, then you transplant. Now, in the SRI system, you only need 5 kilos. You only need 5 kilos of seeds.
For how many? For how big?
For 1 hectare.
Five seeds for 1 hectare. Wala ka, sir. Saka naman na, sir. Gamoy.
Now, listen. If the entire Philippines, all rice farmers practice the SRI, just the savings of the seeds, we don't need to import rice already. Am I right? Look at I gave you the direct seeding 100 kilos. The transplanting conventional system, the inbreed you need 40. The hybrid, you need 20. But the SRI, you need only 5 kilos. The savings from this, for the entire Philippines, if all rice farmers apply the system of 5 kilos per hectare, the savings alone, you don't need to import rice already. Am I right?
May 5 kilos lang.
Am I right?
Oh.
You're talking about 1,000,000 hectares of rice. Then 2 times a year.
No, twice a year.
Now, why is it that the government did not promote this?
Why is it, sir? We don't know the technology of this SRI, sir.
Because they are not
SR1.
promoting. Now, why is it they are not
Dili
promoting?
sila kakwarta. Mo na usa.
And why does the multinational not promoting?
Dili sila makita.
Because they're selling the rice, the seeds. Why should they promote 5 kilos per hectare when they can have 20 kilos per hectare? How much are they going to lose if they teach you the 5 kilos? They're going to lose 15 kilos per hectare of seeds income. So no one is going to promote. So who is promoting? Crazy people like me. And even a lot of NGOs. A lot of NGOs is promoting this. Yung masipag, right?
Masipag oh.
They are promoting this.
Yung masipag rice, sir, it's an upland rice.
Yes and no. Both.
Both.
Naay ko.
Because the upland rice, you can grow it in the rice
In the
paddy.
lowland.
Yes.
So what's the technology of this, sir? Because
That's why I'm going to
just right
teach you.
now,
That's why I'm going to teach you because I'm a crazy guy. Okay, now. Okay, look.
Ay, sus, konting lagi yung asa hindi ay.
This is the distance. 25 by 25 centimeter, one plant, one hill. We'll go to that. Again,
Ay, kunak kina lang yun.
here, this is the system. 25 by 25 centimeter, one plant, one hill. Now, in the transplanting on conventional farming, is 10 by 10 centimeters. Per hill, depending on how many they
Yes.
pick. Okay, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 5, then sometimes 10.
Yeah.
Let's say average 5.
5.
Let's say average 5. Let's see if this one will grow more palay than the dapok of 10 by 10. I'll show you.
That number down, 10 centimeter by 40, what is that?
That is the transplanter using a machine.
Okay.
You don't need to do that. You just need to do that 25.
So between each seedling is 25 centimeter,
yes.
both side. Both side, going up and down.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
This is 25 by 25 centimeter. 25 by 25
Okay.
centimeter. Okay. Now, if this is 25 centimeter, the depth of our system in the Philippines is 10 by 10. So, if it's 25, the 10 is the first one, then this is the 10, this is the 20, then that's the 25, right? Right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So, here you plant three hills. Per hill, they say 5. 5, 5, 5. You have how many?
20. 15.
15.
15.
So, next line. 5, 5, 5. How many?
15.
30 na.
30.
Out 30.
Then on top, 5, 5, 5. How many?
45.
45. Total. In this area. Clear? Clear?
Mm.
Okay. In the 1 by 1, they said one plant can shoot out even more than 30. The palay can germinate more tillers. The palay germinate tillers.
This
Nagsasaha.
Oh,
SRI.
musipak lagi siya.
No, all palay. The palay, the rice, they will tiller. They will increase the tiller.
Okay.
One plant can have many tillers.
Pero sir,
That's the characteristic of
Rice.
rice.
Okay.
pero sir naman ko ginaingon nila nga na depende sa variety sa rice. Tinuod ba ka dili?
All rice.
Lagi.
Okay. Now, let's say 30. Because sometimes it's more than 50.
Ay mo.
Yes.
Kadaghan mo gud ay.
Minimum 20 plus.
Ang isa ka kuan saka siya.
So let's say 30, average. 30, how many?
60
Against
60.
45
45.
against 45.
But that one can it
Ako ilan yun eh.
will not have tillers, the one close by?
Okay. He was asking, the one close by, will it till? No. I'll show you. Very simple, common sense.
Arithmetic.
If you have just one, the radius of the soil, that fertilizer, he alone, solo, without any competition.
Competitors.
So if he had complete nutrients, he will grow big and become strong, and he will shoot out a lot of tillers. But
Dealers.
if you are 10 by 10 and every one is 5 by 5, only a small radius with 5 plants, the nutrients, they will be fighting already on the nutrients, and when they grow, they will already be crowded. How can they be?
Bitaw, bitaw yun. Tinood eh. Eh, nakasoy na mo.
You don't need to be intelligent to understand. When they are so closely knit already, how can they shoot out? So you don't give the ability for them to shoot. Because they're crowded already.
Pero,
Sir, there are some research, there are some outputs na sir, na pila ang yield, na sir.
Later on. After I finish teaching you.
in the technology, sir, pwede i-apply sa upland?
Yes. Because all rice will tillers. That's why you need the distance. Clear?
Ang galing lang god kay ang upland ipugas man nimo tagsa-tagsa.
Yes.
Oh.
Now in the upland,
Kasi
the
siya-
distance will be the second line. The first, this line, you can plant it closely, but the second line you distance it.
Distance
So the shootings of the tillers will go side,
mag-ana siya.
not this way.
Dili pareha sa kuan na mag-round.
Okay?
Okay.
But again, you have to reduce the line that you put in the seeds. You have to reduce it. Kasi kung makapal, they will fight also on the nutrients.
Sige, aron maabot ta sa yield.
Sir ba? How many kabal?
I will go to that later on after I teach you the whole program. I will show you the Trenton spinach.
Diskopyado siya, sir.
Sure na sir nga ang isa ka hills musaha siya og 30.
Ah.
30 jud.
Okay, wala man sila in competition.
Tinuod na, tinuod.
Oh,
Oh, this is after planting. This is 10 by 70. as 10 by 40. Okay? So, konti lang. After 1 month.
Grabe.
Oo, no?
Oo.
Oh, yeah.
Ang katong 25 wala kay
Wala. Meron.
baga ay. Na mo gyud. Bisan ka na bitaw magkuan ka nga tanom kuan ka.
Isa-isa, grabe ka pan kayo, no?
Nindot no na siya kay
Yan ako muna mutubo.
imo dai nang ikuan sa inyo.
Dako yun ang kabot.
Oh, yan
Oh,
ang
karon
yan ang.
next year kayo magkuan ano.
Yan. Makapal na.
Di na mailhan nga tagsara.
Pero dagko nag-uhay.
Oh.
Nagkukuhay.
Lingon
ganyan
pag
naman
siya
siya.
kaayo apa nang himsog ba?
So organic na yan lahat.
Yan.
No.
Oh.
Organic mo, may mga platters diha sa
Oh.
74, 80, 94.
Ha?
Ah,
Grabe yung buhay. Uy,
Dagko yun siya buhay.
nakasukad mong gud siya. Lahi adtong daghan siya daan nga nag-ilugay na pagkuan.
So guys, believe me when I say this.
Sorry.
Because we've been here since more than 10 years already on rice.
So nindot ani ikuan ang mga local government officials sir para nga dili na sila mag-apa sa ilang makwarta.
So when it is just 5 kilos per hectare, in reality, the 5 kilos is marami pa, more.
Grabe.
Because in reality is 3.5 kilos only per hectare for 25 by 25
Ana ihap na
centimeters.
gid sad siguro.
That's why we overshoot it to 5 because what he said, may mamatay. Oh, so you have reserve.
Ay.
But reserve 1.5, that's plenty. But we are going to do the FPJ, the 1.5 seedling. Yesterday he said, is it okay if FPJ, if what you want to spray, that's the one you get the FPJ and spray it on the plant? That is the principle there. So the 1.5 kilos seedling is you make it into FPJ and mix with FPJ, kangkong, alubate, kamote tops. Then that is the FPJ you're going to spray to the
Rice.
rice.
So
every
if you want to do 5 kilos, you do 1.5 kilos seedlings.
The seedling out of the 5 kilos,
1.5.
you probably will be only using 3.5 kilos of the seedling
Okay.
for 1 hectare.
Okay.
So some of them will be reserved in case in your transplanting some seedling die for replacement. But only few. 1.5 is too plenty. So the rest will be for fermentation so that you will use it to spray it to the same palay.
What? Okay. So this the process of doing it. How do you do it? Like the
I will go to the whole program.
okay.
I'm going to teach you from seeds to harvest what to do.
Okay. All right.
So i-divide na.
Okay, now, when I use the rice as a protocol to apply natural farming, now it doesn't mean only rice. Because the principle that I adopt it is same as principle for vegetables, for fruit trees, whatever. All can be applied. But I'm just using the rice as a protocol. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so let's go. So if it's just 5 kilos per hectare,
I mean, like something like coconuts will be different than rice, right? Coconut farming.
No, it will be the same.
Huh? All right.
The application will be the same.
All right.
Because you have to do seed treatment, you have to do seedling, it's the same. Because you are going to do that also for the rice.
Okay. All
It's
right.
just the timetable is longer for the coconut, here is shorter. That's all.
All right.
But the application of the fertilizer, everything is the same.
Sidling sa lugi-lugay man.
See?
Mabot-
Only the time frame is different. But the application of all the ingredients, fertilizer, etc. is the same. Okay? Okay. Now, because it's only 5 kilos per hectare, we do not plant the seeds in the rice field already. You plant it in the rice field, right? The seeds. So it will be seedling, then you get it from the rice field and you transplant it to their permanent area, right? I don't do that. Why? Because if you do that, when you put the seeds in the rice field, who will eat it?
Bird.
Birds and
Ano?
rats. Rats,
Rats.
right?
Yes.
The seeds, birds and rats. Then when the seeds germinate, who will eat it?
Birds.
No. The worm.
The worm.
Kohol.
Alcohol. Worm. Alcohol.
Kohol. Oh, so you are not doing rice farming. You are growing birds, rats, and kohol. Because you feed them. If you feed them, they will multiply. Am I right?
Yes.
So you are at fault. Then you keep on complaining, oh, too much birds, oh, too much rats, oh, too much coal. You are the one culprit because you feed them. Nakuha mo na mali mo. Kain mo eh, siyempre mo dagat.
So, plagana na niya ang iyang sinigihan.
So what do we do? Listen,
Sakto yun.
that's why we don't plant the palay in the rice field because it's just 5 kilos per hectare. I made a table. The table size is 1 meter by 2.5 meters table.
1 meter?
And then,
Mm-hmm.
fill up at the soil.
No, it's not soil. I'll tell you later what. 1 meter by 2.5 meters, that is for 5 kilos. It's a table. Any kind of materials. Biro mo yan, cartoon.
Oh, bitaw mo karton na.
That's
1
a
meter
cartoon.
by 2.5 meters, sir. So, divi, paano ang 2 meter?
Now, you can use bamboo,
1 meter.
right? You can use bamboo. Am I right? The table, you can make it out with bamboo. And even the sidings, you can make it out with bamboo. You just flatten the bamboo, sidings na yun. Okay? The sidings is 6 inches. The sidings is 6 inches. Now, it's not soil that you put in for the 6 inches. Not soil.
What is it?
No soil. Zero soil. What you put there is rice hull.
Rice hull? Fresh?
So if you put soil, what happens if
Fresh.
Fresh, huh?
what happens if you put soil?
If you put soil, the roots will entangle.
Okay.
Oo, magka.
Okay.
Cross-cross sila, nes, maputol lang lang.
See?
Sige ka na, sige.
If we don't have
If you do rice hull,
Excited, ha?
if you do rice hull, the roots will not be entangled. Even though if they're entangled, if you pull it out, it's easy to
It's
pull
easy.
out. And the rice hull is there, you just, on the water, you just do it like this, the rice hull will just fall down, and the roots will just fall down.
Mo din ang sa picture na ang iyang mga lugas.
if we don't have rice hulls, what do you do?
You can use other ingredients.
Like
Probably you can do the coconut, the husk.
Coconut husk.
You just shred it,
Ah,
make it into pulverized.
ah,
You can use it.
okay.
Or even chips, wood.
Wood, we have wood powder. Wood
Chips.
powder, yeah, wood chips.
Yung,
Okay,
ano, yung
You can use wood
okay,
chips also.
okay. So the height is 6 inches, right?
Yes, it should be 6 inches because the roots will be that almost 4 inches.
Okay.
pwede siya rin siguro na. Yung ano, kanang,
Sudas.
oh, yung sawdust.
Chips na.
At chips din na, sir.
Oh,
Chips
oh, sawdust.
Sawdust.
Sawdust, right?
Na, sawdust.
Chips sodas na.
Ah.
Okay. Now. So, before you put the seeds there,
Kumulan.
one thing good about this, you make this, the seedling is produced in your backyard.
Bitaw, pwede ram.
The backyard should be full sun. Morning to afternoon, the table will be shade, will be sun, open. Hindi pwede shaded. Because in the rice field is full sun. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now, before you put the seeds, we will practice the seed treatment. Now, this seed treatment is not for seeds alone. It's for seed and seedling treatment. Same formula. It's for seed and seedling treatment. Now, for the seed treatment, okay, this is the formula. In the 3 liters of water, you add 1 tablespoon of coconut vinegar, 1 tablespoon of FPJ, and 1 tablespoon of OHL. Again, in the 3 liters of water, you add 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of FPJ, 1 tablespoon of OHL. Now, this seed treatment is for vegetable, for coconut, for corn, for rice, for all the seeds. That is for coconut.
Big coconut.
Seed treatment. Huh?
How do you do it for the coconuts?
Oh, just soak it.
Soak it, okay.
No, this is the ratio. 3 liters, then 1, 1, 1, 1. This is a ratio. Coconut is too big, so you have to have bigger amounts of water.
Oh.
So you just increase
Okay.
20 liters, then you increase the volume of the ratio.
So
See?
for 30 to 8 hours, 30 minutes to 8 hours.
Okay. Now listen. Don't look at that. Look.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Pati corn mo, ganun din.
Sige.
Seed treatment. So depending on the hour of soaking on the seed treatment, depending on the germination time of your seeds. Now, if you buy the seeds that like the vegetables that you bought, at the back of it there is a germination time. How many days will it germinate? So you just follow the formula.
Germination period?
Yes.
Wala na kasagaran ni Buta.
Sa mga vegetable, meron.
Oo.
Meron, at the back. At the back.
Wala siguro na ako nabasa.
You try to take a look at yours.
Okay.
There is an indication.
Alright.
Sila kasi, ang iya lang, ang nakapuntang lang dito, ang iyang lang percent ang iyang germination. Wala
Pero ang iyang,
katong germination period niya.
wala.
Try to look.
No, hindi, sir.
But mostly, vegetable is 1 week lang. Mostly,
Yes.
vegetable is 1 week.
Ang yung germination period.
Yeah. Maximum 1 week.
Maximum na yun.
Okay? So you just follow this formula. Now, for the rice, listen.
Okay.
For the rice, germination time is around 2 to 3 days. But you don't follow this. Why? Because in the rice, you soak it in water for 24 hours. Now, so, what you do, for the rice, you soak it in the seed treatment for the maximum of 8 hours. The maximum is 8 hours. So you soak the seeds of your rice, the maximum is 8 hours. Even though the rice germinate within 2 to 3 days. You don't follow the germination soaking period. Okay?
Okay.
But your corn, you have to follow this. Corn is less than 1 week.
2 to 3 days naman.
Clear? Okay. Now, after soaking, before you put it,
Sir, yung sinasabi mo, yung na-write doon, soaking in water 16 hours for rice in the sacks. 16 hours.
no. 8 hours in the seed treatment.
So, seed treatment na.
No more
No
water.
other water.
Straight seed treatment, 8 hours. After that, you can plant already. Okay? Now, before you put your seeds there,
At the seed box.
okay, I will show you this first.
Okay. Sige.
Look,
Naingi.
they put a net, mosquito net, then they put the seeds on top, and let the seeds germinate. After the time for them to transplant the seeds, one will just take the net out, and the far end, another guy will just pull the net up. So the whole net can be traveled to the rice field.
Pagkadali. Wanay libor sa pag...
Hindi na ka mapaibot.
But the problem, they plant it in
Mahal ba
soil.
yan, no? Piso.
But the problem, they plant it in soil. So when you pull up, what happened?
Mga
The roots break.
Break.
So when you transplant it, stress.
stress.
Initially, they have to recondition the roots before they will start to grow. So delay. Clear? Clear?
Yeah.
But in our system,
Ito lagi sakit.
with the table,
Oo.
because the beddings is rice hull, so you put the net, mosquito net on top,
At the top of
The table?
rice hull.
the rice hull.
Ah,
Then after the seed treatment, you put the seeds, scatter it on the net.
Mao. Pailaw magraysan.
Yes.
o to, ipul man to nimong 6 inches, 6 inches pun on to nimo sa rice hull, then butangan og net, adi set pa.
Kasi paan.
Ah,
Mao.
Okay?
sige.
Scatter the seeds.
Magbagsak na lang yan ibalik.
Then cover the seeds with banana leaves.
This one.
Yung fresh, sir, or yung ano?
Fresh.
Ah,
Banana leaves.
For this or for which one?
The
ito
seeds.
tayo.
For the one, the net one? Or for
The table,
for this table? Okay.
you put the rice hull.
Uh-huh.
After the rice hull, you put the net.
So this
The
one.
net, mosquito net.
Ah.
The one I show you.
Oh.
The mosquito net.
Oh yeah, okay. So we're not talking about this one.
Yes. No, no, no,
No,
no.
this
This
okay.
is without net.
Oh, okay, okay. Then okay, it's fine.
That's why I'm going to
Oh.
teach you a better one, so
Yeah,
that you
okay.
you don't need to pull.
All right.
Put the net, mosquito net. Then seed treatment. After seed treatment, you put the seed, scatter it on the net. Then after scatter the seeds on the net, you cover the seeds with the
Banana leaves.
banana leaves. After 2 days, when you open up, yeah, this is what you're going to see.
Yes.
So you see the seeds germinate. Now, listen. With the seed treatment, again, with the seed treatment, you will be assured, again, you will be assured there will be high rates of germination. You will see high rates of germination. Bayan mo na, mamaya na yan. Makinggan mo na, importante yung lessons ko.
Okay.
You can do that later.
Or you can watch the video.
Again, with the seed treatment, you are assured you will have more germination
Okay, okay.
than failure of germination. I have even experienced palay without the shell already. Again,
Without the seed.
the palay without the shell already. So it's just the
Dapat ito ng lugas na ganyan.
the rice.
The rice na yun.
We seed treatment it and it germinate.
Ayan. Yatis. Pwede bugas na.
Chichiray,
Bugas na lang.
Chichiray, she had some rinsoni which had been stored for a long time. She thought it will not germinate. So she seed treatment it and put it in the soil. You will see that it germinates.
Mantang, no? Yes.
So do you need the seed treatment? Clear? Okay. Now, so after 2 days, when you sow this, take out the
Next. Ay,
the
dahil banana leaves.
banana leaves
Yes,
and cover the whole table with mosquito net. Cover the whole table with mosquito net. Why?
Parang dili tukaon sa manok.
No. Yes. Yes, it prevent animals from destroying your seeds. But what is the main reason? Okay, listen. Two of you have experienced how to plant palay. After 1 month of transplanting your seedling, after 1 month, what is what are the regular happenings with your palay in the field?
After 1 month transplant,
Yes.
ay, manahon na siya.
No?
Maghilo.
Yes. Bakit? There are some plants you see turning yellow.
Mulutaw na ganing ubansa.
Why? No, it's not straight. Uod.
Yung
Kinakain.
meron pang ano, yung
The worms. Eating it.
katong yung naang ungad-ungad bitaw kanang ano sa nato o saingan anang
Alimato?
dili kanang murag ginganlan man nas Bisayan
Then
daro-daro.
we'll go back to that. Worms
Worms.
eat your plants. Worms.
Worms.
That's why in conventional farming, they automatically spray chemical
Yes.
to prevent the worms from eating the plants. Now, the question is, where did that worm comes from?
Gikan pa sa imong pag-germinate at to, kuan pag-humol, na contaminate na to siya daan.
Okay, I'll tell you so that you understand. The insects also attend seminar. The insect attend 101 how to lay eggs. Okay, so the lecturer said, if you want to lay eggs, don't lay eggs in plants that are matured already. Lay eggs on plants that are still very, very young. So the insect said, why, teacher? The teacher will say, oh, because when your eggs hatch, the worms is still baby, and the worm had no teeth. They cannot eat very hard leaves. They need to eat soft leaves, or else they will die because they have no food. So they will lay in young plants, so that when the egg hatches, the plants is still young and the leaves is still soft, so they can start eating in even small amount. They cannot eat plenty because they are still baby. So they eat small amount. So the plants will not die because only small amount. And the worms will grow with the plants. As they grow, the worms become bigger and bigger and bigger. And the food becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So when the plants grows high, you can see the plants turn yellow because they eat all the leaves, stem on your plants already. Klaro ba?
Klaro.
So that's why we put a mosquito net so no insects will come in and lay eggs. Because
So this is not in that table we're going to do. This is in the one on the bottom, right? Or
no,
this,
in the table.
Okay.
This is everything.
So this is the. so when you put
You don't do that on the ground, because
okay.
I don't want to on the ground. That's why it's on the table.
so on the table you put the rice hull, you fill it up, and then you put the 1.5 kilo. Of,
no, the net.
Net,
Before
after,
you- oh,
after
before-
6 inches, sir.
before you put the seeds.
Before you put the seeds, put the net, mosquito net.
Uh-huh.
Put the seeds. So when it germinate, then put the mosquito net all over the another mosquito net, not the net on the table.
Okay, so the first net under the net is the rice hull. So
Yes.
rice hull, then net, then seeds, then banana stalk.
Banana leaves,
No,
sir.
after
Wow,
2 days,
Ah.
take out the banana stalk because it will germinate already.
Okay, so after 2 days you take out the banana stalk, you put the
After 3
The mosquito
The
net.
mosquito
But
net.
the mosquito net,
Okay.
sir, is
The
higher.
mosquito net should be high, not flat,
not flat
on the ground, on the table.
Okay, so-
Because you want to let the seeds
oh,
grow.
so you want okay, all right.
The covering of the mosquito net so that no insects will come in and lay eggs.
Oh.
Yes.
So is it the same reason why in back home?
Yeah, the greenhouse.
No, we have mangoes. Every time the mango are ripe, there is worms inside. Every time.
Yeah, that is fruit fly.
Ah,
When the mango bud, the fruit fly will lay eggs inside.
ah.
So the inside the small bud mango, there is already eggs.
Okay.
So the eggs will hatch
Mm-mm.
and the worms had food because it's inside the mango.
Okay. And how do you prevent the fruit flies?
Attract them.
Okay.
Beer house,
Okay.
yellow trap, light trap, and OHN.
Sir, yung durian at sa kalansunis namin sa backyard, sir, ang size ng lansones ay ganito na. Mga tagak, sir, ang durian, mga tagak food. Fruit flies yun, sir. Ano
No.
yan?
Calcium.
Lack of calcium. So,
So,
kailangan...
ay, calcium.
That's why you have to apply the whole program. We'll teach you the whole program. Don't complain first.
Sir, maraming birds, sir, na kanang mga kabog, sir, mga tagak
Yung
na
bat,
labi
sir,
nagmahinog na, sir. Maraming birds na ano,
Kung kabog, sa gabi ilang man sila.
oo. Bundag ka ng siwit, bagag may,
Mina, when you are doing durian,
oh,
you need the kabog to pollinate.
to pollinate.
Because the durian flowers only mature during nighttime,
Ah,
not daytime. So when the kabuk come in and flap their wings, the flower of the durian will pollinate by itself.
ah,
See? So you need the
How about
kabuk if
that
you want the
sir?
durian. So you planted fruits beside the durian to attract the kabuk into your farm to eat the fruits, but to pollinate the durian.
sayang kayo mong lansonis, sir, kay mahurot, lagi langgam, sir. Ako ka ng lansonis nga, mahulog na. Mga tagak na dahil pagkabuntag, sir, oy.
Katungod sa kabog.
Tungod sa birds.
Albert.
Buta na ng ulit.
Kakuan mo ito magnet, oy.
Tapos na ganit.
I think you lack calcium now. Anyway, you will finish this so that you will understand what you need. Okay. Now, so where am I? Now, I forgot. When you put the seeds already after the seed treatment and you put the seeds here on the table, you start marking your calendar already. 18 days. On the 18 days, that's the first day. Then you put the seeds, then you count up to 18 days. When will that be? So that 18 days will be your transplanting
Ang
day.
18 days lang.
18 days. Bakit? 21 ka?
Yeah.
Biniba, 10 days lang.
Sa among kuan mo.
Sa SRI, ang turo talaga is 10 days. But I do 18 days. Why? I want more maturity.
Taga
Too
sa
young.
Gamot taga.
If it 10 days is too young, they might not survive. So I prefer the 18 days, matured, semi-matured. Okay. Now, so you mark the calendar, 18 days. Now, you only add water to it when the beddings is dry. Now, before you put in the seeds, you already water the whole table. The excess water will just flow down below. Lagay mo ng rice hull, buhusin mo ng tubig, yung excess water, pupunta lang sa,
Yes, yes.
you just go out. So, there's moisture on the rice rice
Rice hull.
hull. Okay? Clear? Now, just check up if it dries up. When it dries up, then you can put in some water.
Check with the seeds.
On the bottom there is some holes, huh?
Huh?
There is holes at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, it should be that the water can release, can get out of it. Excess water can get out. So it should not be wood. It can be bamboo. You slash it, flatten it, so water can easily get out. Okay? Okay. Now, so before 18 days, on the 15 days, you start cultivating the farm. Now again, depending on what you want to apply. You want to apply the GDAM system, or you want to apply the natural farming system. Okay? Now, again, what is the main key in the rice field? The last harvest of your rice, the rice straw, you spread it out on the rice field. Then, you drench 5 times microorganism. It can be IMO2 or JMS. It's up to you where you want to apply. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now, in the 15 days, you will see that all the rice straw are decomposed already. Okay? Then, you can apply okay. Here, you apply the IMO 5. If you want to apply the IMO 5. If you don't want to apply the IMO 5, what are you going to do? When you dredge the microbes, you scattered manure in the rice field before you drench. So you don't need to apply IMO 5.
plowing na, sir.
No, we'll go to that. No need to apply the IMO 5. But if you just apply the microbes without the manure, you have to first apply IMO 5.
So this is on top of the mulch.
Yes. But the mulch is already decomposed. Clear?
So, sir, during the last harvest, i-scatter natin ang rice straw.
Yeah.
And
Now,
apply,
listen. During this time that you scatter the rice straw, you can also scatter the manure if you want to. Then you drench the microbes. Clear? Now, if you scatter the manure and you drench the microbes, you don't need IMO 5 already. But if you don't do the scattering of manure, then you do the IMO 5.
Manure na, kung dili ka makuha mo kay IMO 5. Manure.
Clear?
Clear.
Clear?
Yes.
Clear, sir.
Now, per hectare of IMO 5, you need 20 sacks initially. Again. Per hectare, if you want to put IMO 5, you need 20 sacks. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean that 20 sacks will always be every time you plant. No. In the first season, 20 sacks. Second season, 20 sacks. Third season, you can start going down. 15 sacks. Fourth season, 10 sacks. Fifth season, 8 sacks. Then see the conditions of the soil. If the soil condition is getting better and better and better and better, then you can completely reduce it and completely take it out. But if it's not still better, 8 sacks regularly, 8 sacks until the soil is completely better. Clear? How do you know that the soil is completely better? How do you know? If the whole area, there are many earthworms, there are many insects, beneficial, no? So all these things will cater to the improvement of your soil. There are many chicken that lay, that poo, probably there will be fishes that poo. So these are the ingredients of biodiversity. Clear? Okay. Now, how do you spread out IMO 5? Like what he's doing right now. Empty the sacks backward and scatter it up to the end. So all 20 sacks, you spread it out. Clear?
No water.
No, when you want to cultivate, then you need to release the water. Clear? This is in vegetable area. This is not in the rice field. I'm just giving you a way how to release the IMO5 in the rice field. Okay? Now, then, when your directions of IMO5 is this way, when you want to till the ground, initially should be opposite the direction of your IMO5. Now, again, you release amount of water. Now, you don't need to flood the rice field with water for the cultivation, for the tiller. Just wet. Just wet. Only. The purpose of the wetting is so that it's easy to cultivate. Okay? So, if the direction of your IMO5 is this way, then the plowing of the field is opposite. So, it should be opposite direction all throughout the first plowing of the field. Now, you plow 2 times. Right? Okay. The first direction is this way. The second direction is opposite sa first direction.
Cross na po siya.
Cross. So you will totally mix the IMO5 with the soil. Plus the decomposed rice straw. Am I right? Clear? Okay. And after the last one, you flatten the field. Karas. Karaso.
So, you need water. Tapos,
No, it's water. There's water. Iba sabi ko, may water.
Pero, to wait only naman to sa og imadaro na siya mo kuan naman siya mo habog ang kuan elevation sa yuta. So, unsa man imong
Flatten it by using a karas. Karason ba?
Karas aron
Para ma-plain siya. So the result of the rice field is something like this. Yan. Tama?
Okay.
After the karas. After flattening the field. So this is already your rice field ready for planting, right? Now, you cannot still plant. What are you going to do with this next after that? What are you going to do?
Sa pilon.
Huh?
Do you have to make it wet like that? Or does it have to be that wet? Does it need a lot of water?
Again?
Does it need a lot of water to be wet like that? Or
No. It's not plenty of water. Is that plenty of water?
okay.
Mostly in the Philippines, they really flood it with water.
Okay.
In natural farming, you don't need.
Mm.
If this is the water up to the harvest, that's good enough. You don't need to increase the water. In conventional, you have to increase the water, right?
Yes.
Now, what is the reason why they increase the water in the rice field? Is it because your palay need a lot of water? No. Your palay do not need a lot of water. What is the reason why you flood the rice field? So that no grass will grow.
Oh.
Yes.
That's the reason. Now, we will be taking care of the grass later on. Go to that direction.
Maraming gusto sumyasis dyan.
We want the grass to grow. We want the grass to grow.
Together with the price?
Yes, later on we'll go to that.
Okay.
Because we want to take out all the seeds of the grass in the soil. So that in the future there is no grass to grow already because the seeds is all out. That's why we want to let the grass grow. So that we can take out the grass. We won't let them become seeds. You see? You understand? We want to take out all the seeds in the soil. So we want the grass to grow so that we will take out all the seeds. So all seeds germinated, in the future there is no grass already. Okay, now, so what are you going to do here?
Spray OHM.
No, we finished already. What are you going to do? Very simple. What? There is kohol, right? There's kohol. So kohol is also eat grass. Palay.
Palay.
So what are you going to do?
Pick ko.
You're going to pick them? You already flattened it and you want to destroy it again by going to the mud and get the kohol? No. How do you do? You let the kohol come out.
In what way?
In what way? How do you let the kohol come out? What?
Call them.
Food. Food, am I right?
Kanon.
They will eat, right?
Na.
They need to eat, right?
Yes, yes.
So they will be attracted to food, right? Oh, what kind of food they eat? What does kohol eat?
Paano ningali?
Leaves.
Leaves. It's hard
Ah,
leaves.
so what kind of leaves? Gabi leaves, kangkong leaves, alugbate leaves, papaya leaves,
Ay.
banana leaves. You just chop it into smaller size. Then on the side of the pilapil, around the walkway, on the side, get a pundo, a bunch of the chopped leaves, put it there. After 5 meters, another bunch. After 5 meters, another bunch. Just on the side of the walkway. So every 5 meters.
Outside the... Kuan?
Inside.
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 Maambas taraw.
Tabi lang ng pilapil.
Okay, para di.
Tapat lang pilapil ba?
Para malinaw na siya dito kaon.
Okay? Now, you put this 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Because kohol are nocturnal. They come out at night. They don't come out in the daytime. They don't like direct sunlight. They will be burned. Because of the shell. Mainit. That's why they stay inside. They don't come out in the daytime. See, you need to understand all these things. So they are nocturnal. They come out at night. So, after putting their food, you go home. Next morning, early in the morning, when there's still no sun.
Punitin.
4 to 5 o'clock. So, you put a flashlight, go to the rice field,
Ang punitin.
and harvest the kohol that are in the bunch of leaves.
Bakog di ito.
Sayo na ito, gaya din na tamag-tamag-tamag.
Iilad-ilad na di ito. Itong buhol na ito.
So you harvest all the kohol?
May gataan.
Then cook it.
No.
Oh.
You clean it with water because of the mud.
Yes.
Okay? Then you put it in a bucket with water. Then you put the net so that they won't escape. Leave it for 2 hours because they will vomit out all the dirt inside them.
Yeah.
Laming.
Gilaming yan. Then,
They will vomit all the dirt inside them. Then you harvest the kohol, put it in a sacks. Then if there is a pison goes by, put it in the pison, let them pass.
Patay ka lang.
hugas
Or else, if there is no pison, you have to just pound the sacks so that you will crush the kohol.
And then,
After crushing the kohol,
Amino acid. Amino
put
acid.
in the container and weigh it. If it's 1 kilo, put 1 kilo of molasses.
Molasses.
Ferment it for 10 days. You have
Amino.
kohol,
Amino acid. Naragin niya.
Balik-balik na.
Oh.
Indigenous.
see, you have all the fertilizer in your field.
Mao di ay. Simple ka.
So may sa ganda pa rin.
Okay? Okay. Now, so the field is ready for planting. So how do you plant? Siyempre, you have to make marking, right? Because it's 25 by 25 centimeter.
You need rake.
Okay? This is the two way of marking your field with 25 by 25, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is very difficult. Below, you need more people. On top, if it's rain, the mark gone. Okay? Now, I will teach you a better way. Saan ang ano ito? Video and
Patay lang sa pulang.
Ayun, kuya, oh. Number 38 na lang.
ha?
Hindi yan video.
Which one?
PowerPoint.
Okay, watch. Look, look, look.
Ay, sus, pastilan. Iko-piko raw.
I call this a tumbler because it's tumbling.
Tumbling ra.
So, the whole triangle is 25 by 25 centimeter. So, when the plant is inside, the distance is 25 by 25. So, when they turn back, it's 25, and they plant 25, then they turn back, 25. Clear? Clear? This one very fast. If the transplanter is used to this, 7 people, half day, 1 hectare, finished transplant. In conventional farming, 20 people, half day, 1 hectare. Here, 7 people. So you save. You save on the seeds, you save on the labor. The more you save, the more you earn.
So the soil, I mean the water, because in our farm we cannot get water to be like that.
Again?
In our farm we cannot get the water to be like that.
The water is no issue. It can be the one you saw
Okay.
a while ago. It can be this one. It all
Because
depends upon you.
When there's water, it goes down, so it doesn't stay. If you put water, it will go inside. It doesn't stay on top.
Which one?
In our farm,
What do you mean the water?
when you put water on the soil,
It will go down the
Yes.
water. Yeah, no problem. That's why I told you a while ago, the one you see, just moisture,
okay.
that can be good already for the rice. You don't need to pile up water. I also already told you the reason why they put in the water, so that they will take out the the grass will not grow. That's the purpose. It's not because the rice need the water. No, the rice do not need the water. Clear?
Maguwang siya sa bukong.
Okay? Now, so when you transplant, this is the result. See? One plant, one hill, 25 by 25. Can you see the plant?
How many hills there in 1 hectare?
Huh?
How many hills?
I forgot it. But you need only 3.5 kilos. Okay. Now, almost you don't see the plants, right?
Bit of. Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, listen. Your complaint is the kohol, right? Your complaint is the kohol. We have already captured a lot of kohol, right? Right? Now, only few are left. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. The kohol will see your plant. Where's the plants? Where am I going to eat? Oh, there. Oh, but 25 by one plant. If I eat one plant, after that I have to travel 25. Then eat another plant. Then I have to travel again 25. Then eat one plant again. And I have to travel 25. Wow, just the traveling will... I am already hungry. Then he saw the other beddings. Oh, closely planted. If I'm the kohol, where will I go?
Closely planted.
Go to the other side where there are many plants. Not this one.
I have a question. For 3.5 kilos, what output do you supposed to get in terms of kilos?
Later on. You're so fast. Clear? Clear?
Yeah na.
Okay.
Wala.
Now, so, after planting, leave it for 1 week. After 1 week, then this is what you're going to do. Rotary weeder.
Sama na.
Because in 1 week time, the grass will grow. Grass.
Pagian tong bunga.
The grass will grow. So you have to start doing the rotary weeder. Now, this one, you have five wheels. No, 3 wheels. Now, I will suggest, if you want to make this, make the 2 wheels only, not the 3. 2 wheels. Because the 3 wheels will be hard. Clear?
So na ba sa mga available na yung mga
Papagawa ka lang. Yung mga gumagawa ng machine ng mga rice, they know how to make it.
Rotary.
Weeder. Pakita mo lang yan.
ikulat ka ni mo na.
Okay?
Ay sa sir ha. Ay amo.
Well, if you want to do it using beds, 1 meter by 10 meter beds, you can do it. If you make your own bed 1 meter by 10 meter with mulch and everything, you can do it that way without doing this.
No, for the vegetable, you don't need to do this. This is for the rice field.
No, I'm talking about doing rice on the same type of bed you do for vegetables.
Yeah. Oh, you don't need to do this.
Okay, so
because you can just take out the grass.
Okay, but if you put the mulch, they will not be grass.
Yeah, they will not grow.
So it's possible to do it on a vegetable bed.
Yeah, but not what do you call this? but not very viable.
Because I see it's less work. You just prepare the bed once
Yeah, I
and
know.
that's it.
Yeah.
No tilling, no preparation, no,
Yes.
you just there,
You can try. You can.
yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. Now. So after 1 week, what are you going to do? Listen. After 1 week, rotary wither. Second week, rotary wither. Third week, rotary wither. Now, listen, ha? The first week, rotary wither, if this is your direction, the second week is
Cross na sad.
this direction.
Crosswise na sad.
Then the third week, go back to the first direction. Then the fourth week, no more rotary wither. Why?
Dili, nisipak na siya. Ning saha na siya daghan.
A lot of tillers already, the rotary wither cannot go inside already.
Dili nakaagi.
Clear?
Clear.
So only 3 weeks, rotary wither. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, so what are you going to apply right now? So you're going to apply the foliar spray.
Yung
Okay? Okay? Okay, now I'm going to teach you the theory. The theory is called nutritive cycle theory. This is the main application. How to apply foliar fertilizer to your plants. Now, the first word, nutritive, means nutrient. Cycle, it means there is a period. There is a time. The theory means that the plants do not eat NPK on the same time. There are times for the plants to eat the NPK. And it is said that even plants and animals, even human beings, have 3 periods. The first period is called vegetative period. This period, when the plants is still small, when it is animals, when the animals is still, if the chicken is still chicks, or the pigs is still piglet, or human beings is still baby, or bata, child. Clear? Clear? Okay. So this is the vegetative period. Question. 50 years old mango, do they have vegetative period?
No.
No, 50 years old. No.
Yes.
Na siguro.
Yes.
Kay
When they are flashing
Oh yes, ang iyang leaves pag flashing man.
every time they flash new leaves,
Yes.
that is their vegetative
period. Yes.
Clear?
Kana ba mulungbay siya, ma'am?
Clear?
Flashing lagi
Oh,
flashing.
kana mag-flashing.
Dili siya dahon.
Flashing.
Tinog dahon.
Clear?
Clear.
So in plants, long-term crops, they will always have vegetative period. Every time they flush out new leaves, that is their vegetative period. Okay.
So-
During this time, the requirement is what? N. For animals, it's protein. Clear? Clear?
Clear.
The second period is changeover period. This time, the plants will flowers.
Teenager.
For animals, it's teenager, dalakat, binata. No? Or maturity. Adolescent.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Clear.
So that's changeover period. So this time, they need P. What is P? Phosphorus.
Phosphorus.
So the third period is reproductive period. this is the time when the plants have fruits already. After the flower is the fruit. Maliit pa. So that is their reproductive period already. For the animals, it is
Nanguha.
buntis na.
Buntis di ay.
Pregnant.
Pregnant na di ay.
Pregnant. Clear? So this time, they need what?
Potassium.
K or potassium. I thought you will say K, Corina. Ay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So it means that NPK, they don't eat NPK at the same time.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you a question. Oh, listen.
Okay, sir, yes.
Why there is 14, 14, 14? If they don't eat it, sabay-sabay.
Love you guys. In fertilizer, complete fertilizer, there's 14, 14, 14.
Now, you ask yourself, if this theory is right, why are they selling 14, 14, 14?
To gain income.
Yes. Now, let me tell you the story. Now, many of you don't know this. Don't know this. Where does urea comes from?
I don't know.
From abroad, siguro, sir, na?
Yes, it's from abroad. That where did they come from?
Korea.
US, siguro. US, sir.
No. The source.
Dili, Korea.
The source. I'm not talking about the company.
The company.
No, I'm not talking the company.
Oh.
Where that it comes from. Where is the main ingredients of urea?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, I will tell you a story. Okay? A lot of farmers, even agriculturists, do not know. They know urea, they know 14, but they don't know where it comes from. Now, it started in World War II.
Dugay-dugay ginit kay gubat pa.
So during this time, there are many automobiles already. There are already airplane, but old design. There are also boat, but old design. There are also trucks. There are also small-sized tanks during World War II. Everything is run by gasoline, right? Now, where does the gasoline come from? The gasoline, what they do is to dig down deep into the malalum, very deep soil. Then suddenly a black water will come out. Black water. That black water, they call it during that time when they extract this black water, they call it black gold because it's expensive. Okay, so this black water is being processed. After the process of this black water, there you have the gasoline. Okay, now when the process of this black gold, there is waste. Like the molasses is the waste from the sugar. The process of gasoline, there is waste. Now, this waste is being processed to make it into a bomb.
Ay.
Bomba. Bomb. So, during the war, they process this waste and make it into a bomb. Because there is war, so they have to make a lot of bomb. Okay? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Now, so after World War II comes World War I, then World War II. Okay. Come World War II. World War II, more sophisticated airplane, more sophisticated tanks, more sophisticated trucks, more sophisticated boat. So they need more gasoline. Okay? So they have to produce more gasoline. But Because then to produce more gasoline, there are more waste. Right?
More gasoline naman.
So they have more waste. But during World War II, there are 2 wars. Am I right?
Yes.
So they need more bombs. So they were able to produce all the bombs because there are many ways. Okay? Then after World War II, there are less war already, but they have to produce more gasoline because there are more cars that are running already, more airplanes, more boats, more trucks for economy. So they have to produce more gasoline. But the waste, they don't produce bomb already because there's no war already. So a German scientist turned that waste into fertilizer urea. So it means your urea is a bomb. So when you are putting urea in the soil, it's like you are putting bomb in the soil. And it was said, one sack of urea is equivalent to 3 car emission. So it means a farmer is more pollutant than me driving a car only. So guys, stop using those synthetic fertilizers because you will destroy the environment. This is why greenhouse gas, this is why before Sibagat, I think it's very cold.
Yes.
When you are very young.
Yes, sir.
Very
It's
cold.
true.
Right now,
Hindi na masyado.
not so cold already.
Because there's no more trees.
No, it's because of global warming. And yes, trees is another cause, global warming.
Bagyo muna, sir. Gusto mo lang bagyo sa una.
So guys, please do not use already urea because I'm going to give you alternative
Kung
already.
wala itong itiwa, sir.
Nakapalit na di ay.
Sayang ah, sayang.
Mahal na mag-ay 1,000 kapit.
You said that
You sell it back.
you said that for 50-year-old tree, it will have vegetative stage when it grows new leaves.
Yeah, it flush out new leaves.
Okay.
It's still on a vegetative stage.
So for plants like, for example, spinach and
No more.
and tomato, it goes through this cycle once, right?
Oo. Cycle.
No, tomatoes, you can still prolong their growth.
Okay. So
In tomato, you can still have vegetative period again.
okay. So vegetative changeover and reproductive can be more than once in plants and trees, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Every time when you see the plants, you will know already what period they are.
So all these stages for the trees, it just cycles.
Yes.
It's going to confuse us.
No.
How do you know which?
They know, the farmers know.
Really?
Those who are long-time farmers, they know. Like mango, when it flushes new leaves, that's vegetative. When does the mango flushes new leaves? When they harvest the whole mango already. After harvesting all the mangoes, the next thing that the trees will do will shed out all old leaves and will come out new leaves. That will be the vegetative stage.
Okay.
See, when the leaves becomes crunchy, then that will be the flowering stage.
Which is the changeover.
So they will start releasing flowers already. Farmers knows who are veterans farmers. You will just be starting to learn. Okay? You have to be very observant of the plants. Okay. Now, going back. So what we're going to do right now is to teach you what foliar to apply on these stages. Okay? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Very simple. Give me around 20, 30 minutes.
20, 30 minutes. So,
Okay?
it
Now,
exactly 5
vegetative period. What they need? What they need? N.
9 ends.
What is our N there?
N is
is
fermented plant juice.
No!
oh, it's
N.
N. What is our N?
IMOs?
FPG.
Ano sir?
FPG, sir. N.
FFG.
FPG kay Puspurus man.
Ayay.
Ay,
IMO.
FAA, sir. FAA. Ka-A.
Oh, FAA or KAA, amino acid. So you have to memorize all the concoctions so that you will know what are they. No? Okay. So amino acid will be your N. Now, so this will be the major requirement during this period, N, right?
Yes.
Now, another ingredient that you need during vegetative period, what is that? Flushing of new leaves. So your new leaves needs nutrients. So what is that?
FPJ.
FPJ, food for the leaves. FPJ. Clear?
Yes.
So these two are the major requirements during this period. And the three, coconut vinegar, OHN, labs, they are the minor requirement. Now, we're not going to teach you that you have to spray FPJ today, tomorrow, amino acid, next day, coconut vinegar. Nah, come on, it's too strenuous. So what we're going to do is to mix all the five together, and that will be your vegetative period spray. But if we want to mix all the five, then the major should be more and the minor should be less. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So what we do is the major make it 1 liter, the minor make it half liter. So if you mix the five, you had how many liters?
3.5 liters.
3.5 liters. So you pack it, the 3.5 liters, then you mark it VG, vegetative period. Clear? Now it all depends upon you. What mark you want to mark. If you want to put in your name, it's okay. But remember that that name is the vegetative period. If you want to put in voltage 5, it's okay. Klaro ba? Okay. Now, so, how to spray? So, how to dilute? Dilution. The dilution is 1:500. Now, what do you mean by 1:500? 1 ml of the concoction to 500 ml of the water. So 500 ml is half liter.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if it's 1 liter, it means it's 2 ml. Right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go to the knapsack spray. The knapsack spray container is 16 liters. So if it's 16 liters, how many ml? So,
16
very simple.
liters, so
16 times 2. Times 2. 1 liter to 2 ml man, di ba? So 16 liters times 2. So you have 32 ml of this one to 1 knapsack spray.
32 ml. For one.
That's how small amount you need.
32 ml naman di ay.
Now, for 1 hectare of rice, probably you need 10 knapsacks. So times 10 is what? 320 ml. Not even half
Wa pa mag half
liter.
liter.
Clear?
Ay, gagmay kayo. Gagmay ra.
Oh, mura ba? Mura no?
One sack spray.
Now listen. Listen. Do not be like me before. Do not be like me before. Before, I was thinking, if I increase the concoction, I will be giving more nutrients to the plants. That's my thinking before. So I put a lot. You know what happened to the plant? It died.
Ha? Nasiya dahil kuan?
Because the fermentation is hot. If you drink wine, di ba, your body becomes very hot. And that is detrimental to plants.
Become bitter.
Plants cannot receive hot.
So,
Clear?
clear, yeah.
So don't try to change that. Don't try to be, oh, I need to increase it. Maybe they will be better if more.
And how do you, let's say you have, let's say, plants or trees, how do you do the spraying?
Just spray to the leaves.
All the leaves?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if you have many big trees, you cannot use the knapsack because it has limited reach on the spray. You need power spray.
All right.
So when you use power spray, now, so you use to do the drums already. Drums. So 1 drum, 200 liters. So how many? You can put in half liter to 1 drum of 200 liters.
Half liter lang.
And is there vegetative stage for coconut tree?
Yes, there is. But remember, you don't do it on coconut. I will teach you. When you plant coconut, in between you plant
Cacao.
another plants.
Ah,
You concentrate on the plants
okay.
because the residue will be picked up by the coconut.
Okay.
So you don't mind the coconut, you just concentrate on the in-between of the coconut.
So, sa knapsack sprayer na sir, isang container na knapsack sprayer, isang ratang sardinas na ano?
32 ml.
32 ml.
32 ml lang, even 1/4 lang ng sardinas.
Sardinas. Aw, yung isang sardinas, how many ml?
130.
Ay, 130 ay na sir. So, 32 ml raman. Gamay lang.
Mga 1/4 lang.
1/4 ml. 1/4 sa sardinas.
Clear?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, frequency of spray. Frequency of spray. For long-term crops, what are long-term crops? These are fruit trees.
Mango, lanto.
Okay, for long-term crops, once a week I'm spraying. For short-term crops, what are the short-term crops? The vegetables. For the vegetables, twice a week I'm spraying.
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Mas
To spray. Yes, because short-term lang siya. So they need more nutrients. Clear? Okay. Now, for rice and corn are short-term. So supposedly, they are under the short-term crops. But rice, I will put it in long-term crops. Corn, I will leave it in the short-term. Why? Because corn need more nutrients. Rice do not need a lot of nutrients. So I put rice on the long-term crops. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go right now to our protocol on rice. After transplanting, after 1 week, rotary wither. Second day, spray.
Di ang ano.
Spray. Vegetative period.
Transplanting, rotary weeder, then after that, sir,
Second day,
second day,
spray. Vegetative period.
spray.
Second week, rotary weeder. Second day, spray. Third week, rotary weeder. Second day, spray. Fourth week, no more rotary weeder, spray.
Spray gihapon.
Rotary weeder.
Fourth week. Sina naman sa siya.
Okay, remember, on the fifth weeks,
No more.
it's already changed over period. 50 plus days. That's change over period already.
Fifth week,
So corn is the same.
change over
50 plus days, change over period already.
Oh, nagkanay naman sila.
Clear? Okay? Okay. So let's go to change over period. Now, in the change over period, the main ingredients is what? Phosphorus. So what is our phosphorus there? What is our phosphorus?
Phosphorus kay ipuan.
Calcium phosphate. Bones.
Oh, bones.
The bones. Calcium phosphate, the bones. Remember I teach you the bones? That's calcium phosphate. So that's the main ingredients during this period. Now, another ingredients, sea water. Oh, see? Sea water. Now, why? Why there is sea water here? Okay, now listen to the ladies. During the time that you first experience being a lady, it means you have menstruation. What are you looking for food? What food are you looking for?
Rich
Ba't
man.
tumitingin ka lang siya? Kasama ka dyan.
Bisan man ako, sir. Wala.
Wala?
Rich in phosphorus.
No. No. There is a specific you want.
Salty.
Napkin.
Salty. Am I right?
Salty day, sir.
Sour and salty. Am I right?
Sour and salty.
Am I right? Ikaw, ganun ba?
Sagot ako na daga na.
Sir, bisan pag walay period, sir. Mukhaon dyan na, sir, sour and salty. Bisan pag walay period.
Bisan galing ang sir, giguwang.
Walay ko ang
But am I right? During your adolescent, what you want to eat is something sour, something salty. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Suka at asin. Oh, uyat ug asin.
Mangga o uya.
Di ba?
Mangga, hindi na mo.
See? So, if that is your feeling, the plants also feel it this way. Okay, again, if that is your feeling, the plants also are looking for something sour, something salty. Now, calcium phosphate is vinegar, so it's sour. And you have seawater, which is salty. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So, you need that one. So, the calcium phosphate and seawater is major. The OHN is minor. So, you mix the three. So, calcium phosphate, 1 liter, seawater, 1 liter, OHN half liter. So, you mix the three, you have how many liters? How many liters?
2.5 liters.
2.5 liters. So, that will be your change over period. Or COP. Change over period. COP.
Kailangan mo sir?
Sila ko, it's
Half.
half.
Minor naman ang OHN. OHN is always minor.
Calcium phosphate 1 liter, seawater 1 half.
1.
1 I need
1
1.0.
So total you have 2.5.
2.5 liter.
So dilution, the same. Again, dilution, the same. Okay?
Dilution.
Para walang lamok.
Dilution, the same.
One is
What else?
one is
Frequency of spray, the same. O, ano yan?
frequency of spray.
Samuyaw.
Hindi. Citronella.
Murag tangan.
Oh, parang tanglad.
Pero di na siya
Hawak
tanglad.
lamok.
Dili.
Mao?
Oo.
The smell drives out mosquito.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Di tanawon sa mo.
Wala mag-share ready pa ako, di ba? What is this?
Citronella.
Citronella, okay.
Samuyaw.
You smell it.
Yes, I can smell it from here.
Murag samuyaw siya sa laing kuan sa.
Sarap sa muyaw.
Ha?
Dari laig nga lat.
Okay. Mas dako siya sa tanglad. Kaya gamay ng tanglad.
Gamay ng tanglad.
Pinidako dako. Okay. So again, dilution, the same. Frequency of spray, the same. Okay, let's go back to our rice protocol. When did we start? 4th week. Right?
Oh.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
4th week.
5th week,
5th week na.
spray.
Oh.
So
Fifth
the
week.
dilution is 1 to 500 or
Yes,
1,000.
the same dilution, sir. One is to 500.
It says 1,000 slash 1,000.
No. You
Okay.
follow my...
Okay.
No, we have no time to edit our
Okay.
PowerPoint because we're so busy. We're tired of editing because
All right.
you can change anytime.
Mm.
So you just need to follow my lessons. Where am I? Okay. 5th week. 5th week, spray.
Okay.
6th week, spray. 7th week, stop. No spraying.
Na naman na sa mga
No spraying. Why? 7th week. Why no spraying? For the rice. For the rice.
pollinating na.
Because there is already flower. You don't disturb them.
Pollination na.
Mm.
Nawa di tinungna mo.
Listen?
So you stop
That's why-
spraying. You stop spraying before the flower comes out.
Yes.
Okay.
5th week, 6th week.
Okay.
7th week, the
Stop.
flowers there.
Yes.
Stop.
Mm.
Even in the 6th week, flowers start to come out already.
Okay.
Dito na. Kay ko anagon na siya.
Okay?
6 week.
Okay, 7th week, stop. Okay. Now, so, we're going right now to change over period. Reproductive period, sorry.
Productive ni
Because the flowers will start to become fruits.
gatas na na humay.
Okay. Now, in the reproductive period, you need K. What is our K?
Potassium.
Potassium.
What is our K?
FFJ.
FFJ. So you have FFJ, that is the main. Then you have coconut vinegar, you have OHN. So FFJ is 1 liter, coconut vinegar half, OHN half. So mix these three, you have
Reproductive.
2 liters.
Okay.
2 liters. Tama?
Yes.
Okay. So, frequency, dilution, the same.
The same.
Frequency of spray, the same.
2.5 liters or 2 liters?
2 liters.
2 liters.
Oh, FFJ 1 and then half. Okay.
2 liters spray. The same. Oh.
Ito, hindi tinuro ito eh.
Oh.
Sa inyo, hindi ba?
Wala hindi, sir.
Oh, see? How can you apply if they did not teach you this one? This is the main.
Yes. Salamat, sir.
This is the success of your program. Without this, how can you apply?
Yes. True.
Hubog na na, pre, nahubog.
Okay.
1/2 no? 1 liter.
Okay, dilution the same. Frequency of spray the same. So we stop at what week? 7th week.
7th week, yeah. 6th week.
No, 7 weeks.
7 weeks
Rest.
stop.
Rest, mata,
Oh,
7
7
weeks.
week rest.
7 week rest, okay.
7
Okay.
Rest.
So 8 weeks.
8 weeks morning.
Spray. 9 weeks. Spray.
Spray.
Now, listen.
9 weeks.
When you reach the 9th weeks, you only have 3 weeks, then you will harvest already. Again. On the 9th weeks, you only have 3 weeks more. On the 3rd week is your harvest time already. Okay, so you have only 2 weeks to spray. It means last 2 spraying.
Last one.
Okay,
You need
now
29.
in the last 2 spraying before harvest, you should add calcium. You should add calcium.
8 to 9 weeks, you add calcium.
The last 2 spraying before harvest, you should add calcium. What is the purpose of calcium?
To strengthen the fruit.
To increase the sweetening, to increase the meat
Oh, the meat of the fruit.
of the fruit. So that is the purpose
So
of calcium.
the last 2 weeks you do it. You do it.
Last 2 spraying.
Okay, last 2 spray you add calcium.
Yeah. So when you add calcium here, look. Don't write first. Look.
Okay.
So when you add calcium here, you take out the coconut vinegar. Why? Because the calcium have
Vinegar.
coconut vinegar, right? So what is left is FFJ, OHN, and calcium. So calcium and FFJ are major, OHN are minor. So if you add the 3, how many liters? If you add the 3, how many liters?
3.
Okay.
If GOHN and calcium are major, sir, so 3 liters. Ano man i-add ano?
1 ano siya vinegar.
If GOHN and calcium are major, so 3 liters na, sir.
OHN are minor.
Oh, minor di ay.
Half
lang di ay. So 2.5 liters, sir.
Yes, so you have 2.5 liters.
2.5 liters. 1 liter.
Okay?
1 liter. 2.5 liters.
So remember, I forgot to tell you, the first one, the 3-1, the vinegar, FFJ, and OHN, when you mix these three, you put in the mark, reproductive period 1. Because the reproductive period 2 is the calcium. Clear? So RP1, RP2. Clear? Clear? Claro?
Claro.
Okay. Dilution, the same. Frequency of spray, the same. So we stop at 9 weeks. 11 weeks, spray. 12 weeks.
Ay, sir. Well, we should spray the same.
12 weeks, spray. 13 weeks,
11, 12 weeks is
Harvest.
preserved.
harvest.
10 weeks. 12 weeks is training.
13 weeks,
Harvest.
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 So you want to know the result? I'll show you the
Ang
result.
10 weeks, wala pa. Pagka 10th week din, sir, wala, sir, no? Wala, 10th week.
10th week, you didn't mention 10th. 10 week, yeah.
Nag-last spray.
10 weeks spray, 11 weeks spray. Ah, sorry.
10 weeks, dili, sir.
10 weeks spray, 11 weeks spray, 12 weeks harvest. Sorry. Not 13 weeks.
Ay, no, 13 weeks. 12 weeks harvest.
Yes.
weeks.
Okay, 3 months naman.
Because we start at 9 weeks.
Oh.
So 10 weeks, 11 weeks, then 12 weeks harvest.
So rice is 12 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, almost, in reality, in conventional is 4 months.
Okay.
But here we can have it 3-point-something months,
Oh.
not 4 months. Early harvesting. Clear?
So if I'm doing the first time, I will get it wrong because I'm not sure what time is each period. So I have to watch them. Then
Yeah.
the next time I will know.
Now, what is crucial here is from vegetative period to change over period. Now remember, don't forget your seedling is 18 days.
Okay.
Plus the 4 weeks, so total is 40 plus days. Plus the 5th week is 50 plus days. That's the time they will start flowering stage. So you start spraying.
Okay.
Okay?
So this week is from the seedling.
Yes,
From the seedling. The day you
count.
So 12 weeks from the seedling.
Yes.
Okay.
From the seeds.
From the seed treatment.
Oh yeah, from the seeds.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. The 12 weeks plus 18 days.
Okay.
12 weeks plus 18 days, sir? Ano?
So 18 days is the seedling. 18 days will be the seedling, right? From the seed treatment to seedling.
18 days is the seedling. Yes.
So at 18 days you transplant the seedling to the...
12 weeks times
Kanang 12 weeks.
11
Ikan gina sa pagplant.
plus 18 days.
18 days plus 12 days.
102 days.
Apo 12 weeks.
So 4 months is 120 days. 4 months is 120 days. Here is 102 days. So 18 days earlier.
Okay.
Okay.
Kaya na nagkakladasyon. Noon niya mong hinaman.
Okay. Please read this. Ma'am.
Sir, economic impact.
Read it. All of you. Come on.
Production cost which translates to increased income for the farmers.
The development of socio-economic condition and farmers' existence and overall agriculture. For the municipality of Trento and the overwhelming increase of the municipality's real property tax collection from 5,279,600 in calendar year 2007 to 8,079,657.89 in calendar year 2008 are increasing, sir.
Okay, listen. What is this? The mayor there in 2005 attended my seminar and decided to apply the technology among their farmers to help their farmers get out of poverty. That is 2005. So 2005, start the application of the farmers. 2006, 2007, 2008. Now, in 2008, the collection of tax hit sky high to 8 million compared to 2007, 5 million
5
only.
million.
So the province of Abusan investigate Mayor. Mayor, how come in just 1 year you increased 8 million in your collection? The mayor said my farmers have money to pay their real property tax already. So the province DA, the regional DA, heard about it, so make a memorandum of agreement with the mayor to do a side-by-side comparison between a natural farming system and a conventional farming system to see if that the farmer is going to earn more in natural farming or not. Okay? Okay, this is the story. Now, I saw this. I was there in 2006. This is the farmer. That's the house of the farmer. And in 2008, that's the house of the same farmer that lives there. Did he improve?
Yes.
Okay? Now, you want to see the result
Yes.
of the side-by-side?
Yes.
This is the result. This is the first page. This is natural farming. This is conventional. This is the spending. This is the gastos. Ang gastos? Ang gastos sa English?
Expensive.
Right, expenses. Expenditure. So this is the first page. This is the second page. Still spending. Expenditure, total, plus labor cost. So this is the total expenditure of natural farming. This is the total expenditure of conventional. Now, this amount is 2009. If you apply it the same way I teach you right now, this will be less. Probably 10,000 less. You clear? Okay. Now, harvest. Look at the harvest. 6.5 tons for natural farming. Conventional, 5.2 tons. Malaki ba? Oh. Sold, 12 pesos. During that time, it's 12 pesos. Per kilo. During that time, 2009. So this is the amount that was sold minus expenditure is the amount gained per hectare. So for the conventional, this is the amount. Big difference? Big difference?
Yes.
Now listen. This is 12 pesos. Right now, palay is from 18 to 20 pesos. If it's 20 pesos, this is 100,000. This is 100,000 per hectare per season. Okay ba?
Net income per cropping of 50,000.
So if it's 2 seasons,
So 101,000.
for 1 hectare, you have 200,000 per year.
Okay, kadukaman.
Better than working in a department store.
Yes, sir. So,
Nakita niyo?
yes.
So will you earn?
Earning.
Tapos in between the 2 seasons, you can plant other crops. You have 4 months still that you can earn from the farm.
You can raise ducks, sir. Because it's
It's up to you. It's up to you. The program is up to you. What you decide. But the 2 seasons of the crops, in between the 2 seasons, you still can plant other crops. Like can go into legumes, like peanut, like mongo beans, like mung beans, whatever. So you can earn from that also.
Yes, sir. It's good if it is not in flooding area, sir, because part of Trento, sir, is a flooding area.
Yeah, then you do fish. You do fish. Clear?
Here.
So it's you had the power already to earn money compared to conventional farming. this proved to you that natural farming can earn more than conventional. 6.5 tons is 100 kabans.
6.5 times.
Conventional, 60, 70, 80 kabans. Clear? So it's yours.
Healthy cup.
Okay guys, we will go in because too much mosquito.
Thank you.
So tomorrow we will start our livestock. Tonight, another video will be shown to you.
Ay,
Thank you.
Tomorrow, sir, let's start.